Hey everybody, how are you? I'm gonna try to get this zoomed back in. There we go, I think I got it here. Lonnie here with Pampered Chef. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a great time at Michelle's party. Guys, it's been a little quiet, but that's okay. I know everybody's busy. There's a lot of things going on. I do want to remind you that today is the very last day for some of our items that are leaving the catalog. So hop on to Michelle's private shopping link and go check out the outlet and the sale items. And you see anything that's on a deep discount, those are coming out of the catalog. So I can pop on and give you a list later. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Good to see you on. Make sure that you give a shout out to anybody that you have in the party who isn't able to come and watch it tonight, watch our live, because I will leave it in the group so that they can come back and take a look at it later. All right. So tonight I'm going to share with you a really easy, quick recipe that you can throw together. And most of the items on here in the recipe, you're probably going to have on hand anyway. You may have them in the pantry, in the fridge. Some of them are pretty kind of staple kind of things. And you can change things up to suit your taste and your pantry, ingredient list. Because literally that's what this is all about. This is all about being able to eat with a good, healthy budget, not too extravagant, and things that are easy to do and cost effective. All right, so you can get a lot of bang for your buck out of a lot of these recipes on our website, and check it out. We've got tons of recipes on my website and on the blog too. There's some great articles on my blog. So let's get started. This is actually called cheesy shells and Italian sausage. Now, for those of you who know me, I don't eat meat. So I'm not going to be using Italian sausage, but I am going to be using a vegan version of Italian sausage. It's got a little bit of oil in it, but for this, I'll make an exception. Okay, my hubby and I eat whole food plant-based, preferably no oil, but there are times when we do use a little bit here or there. And we do use faux cheese, vegan cheese, plant-based cheese, if you will, minimally processed if possible. So I'm going to add a little something in here because I don't know about you. I love mushrooms, especially with pasta. Tomato sauce, even whether it's light or whether it's like a bolognese or whatever, I like mushrooms with my pasta. So I'm going to add mushrooms to this. You certainly do not have to. I'm going to post the recipe after the live is done so that you guys can check it out and make it if you want. All right, I'm going to show you some of my favorite tools that I love here in the kitchen, some that I use a lot. And you've probably heard me before if you've watched any of my videos. Pampered Chef pretty much has a gazillion ways to cut things. And mincing garlic is no different. There's so many different ways that you can mince garlic. And I've got 3 of them on my counter right now that I'm going to show you here in a little bit. So let's get started. I've already got some of my ingredients prepped. This is a small head of broccoli that I have cut off of the stalk, and I've used our quick slice just to give it one quick slice. Load it up, slice her up, and it's great. It's good to go. We have some onions. I have some diced red pepper. The recipe does not call for that, but I love sweet red pepper cooked. I'm not a big fan of it raw, but I do love it cooked. So with the onion, I want to give it a little bit more of a chop. I don't like biting into big onions. Hubby loves it. I'm not a big fan of biting into onion. I like them cooked pretty nice and like translucent. So I'm going to use our manual food processor for this. It's really, really easy. I'm going to dump my onions in there. I've got them just segmented out a little bit. I got red pepper on it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and give it a few pumps. And there you go. Bob's your uncle, Nan's your aunt. Easy peasy. Easy, easy peasy. I'm going to use our Rockcrock Dutch oven. The recipe calls for the everyday pan, but the last time I made this in the everyday pan, I almost didn't have enough room for all the broth. So I'm going to use the Dutch oven because I'm adding things that the recipe doesn't call for. So I'm going to turn this a little bit so you can see a little bit more. All right, so I'm we're going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to turn my heat on to, I'm going to do the large side. We're going to do kind of a medium because I just want to get that a little bit hot. I am going to put just a smidge of oil in the bottom. I'm going to use an avocado oil. Different oils have different smoke points, different burn points. And because I don't like to use a lot of it, with the Rockcrock, I find it works better. Usually when I saute in like our nonstick or our stainless steel nonstick, I use water. But I find in the Rockcrock, you do need maybe just a little bit of oil in the bottom to keep things from sticking. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in there, let that heat up. We're gonna go ahead and set our top to our manual food processor side, and let's get into the garlic. I love garlic. We just started growing our own garlic here the last few years. Now, I will tell you, my favorite, ultimate favorite for minced garlic is this little doodad right here. I don't know if you have this in your kitchen. If you don't, you really want to think about this, because this is the best garlic press I have ever laid my hands on. I've worked in a restaurant before, and trust me, the stuff that they have in the restaurant is nothing compared to this. This is the bomb diggity. I love it. You don't even have to peel your garlic. You put your cloves right in there, even unpeeled. Close her up, press right around the skins, and it just minces that garlic beautifully. Comes also with this cool little, hubby calls it a Barbie brush, so that you can clean it. All you do is line up the holes with the brush, pop it in, and it pushes everything right up and out. So you use the other end. It's kind of got a little bit of a curve to it. I don't know if you can see that very well. And then you just scrape it out. So very easy. One of the other ways is our new garlic press. This is a new one we came out with. It slices garlic as well as, so you get both sides as dices. And it's a kind of a big dice. So you can dice or you can slice. But it also, one of the other really cool things, it also, you can grate your garlic. It has this cool little insert. You flip over your container, put your insert on top, and you can rub your garlic on there, and it gives it a completely different flavor. Sliced garlic isn't as strong as minced or chopped garlic. Something about slicing it gives it a completely different, I don't know what, scientifically, chemical reaction thingy, I don't know what it is, but it makes it taste a lot less strong. Rubbing the garlic on these little nubs will do the same thing. It's just not as strong, but it almost pulverizes it, and it takes just seconds. It also comes with this cool little cleaning brush that you can get into in all the little nooks and crannies, and this is dishwasher safe too, so that's really another cool option. Like I said, gazillion ways to slice and dice. You see this little green thing right here? That's a frame. When you are ready, you've done all your slicing and your dicing of your garlic, you pop that right out, and it cleans off all of those tines. If I can get a hold of it, just like that. It'll pull all the leftover sticky garlic mess off of there, and then you can pop it right into the dishwasher. All right. This is our old garlic peeler, and this is our new garlic peeler. I have big cloves of garlic, so I've hung on to the old one, so I can still use the old one. But you can do the same thing with the little one. Either way, it's entirely whatever your preference is. We have our garlic, or a cup. It's not even a slicer, it's a cup. I don't know what you want to call it, but I forgot the name. This is bad, I forgot the name. But this actually will grate your garlic and ginger and make it this beautiful, almost puree. And it's so easy to do. For this recipe, I'm actually going to use my press, but I just wanted to make sure that I showed you those multiple options anytime you're looking to do garlic. All right, let's put this back together. My little puzzle and pop. There we go. Get that out of the way. Get this one out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and peel our garlic. Now, this is some of our homegrown garlic. Nice, big, huge cloves. Oh, nice hot. I'm going to go ahead and put my onion in while this is nice and hot. And be very careful if you use your manual food processor. The blades are extremely, extremely sharp. So be very, very careful. I have cut myself on them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pop our onion right down in there. I'm also going to add my red pepper at the same time. Get that in there. I'm going to let that cook for just a little bit, and then we'll add our broccoli. So, cool thing about the top on the food processor, it has a little lock on it. So when you don't have to store it with the handle up and get in the way. You push it right down and then push that lock up into the locked position, and it stays there. It won't pop open. It's so cool. All right. So peeling garlic is so very easy. All you do is pop it in here, roll it back and forth. You hear that crackle? I don't know if you can hear that on here or not. That's a big clove. It doesn't want to come out. And then you've got a naked clove of garlic. It's the coolest thing. My sister, she puts hers in a jar and shakes it. And I'm like, yeah, that works too. That works too. There's a little satisfaction when you roll this and you hear that crunch. That's kind of cool. That one didn't want to. The dogs, I put the gate up because the dogs aren't allowed in the kitchen when I cook. And I don't know if you can hear Hubby. I've got our little one. She's being a little snot. She thinks because we put the gate up that there's somebody coming. Because I always have people coming to pick up cakes or cookies or bread or whatever. So, and there we go. There's our peeled little garlic. Now, you know me too. Don't throw these out. Put them in a plastic bag along with all your veggie scraps. And you've got the base for a really, really great veggie broth. All right, so let's put those out of the way. Give that a little bit of a stir. There we go. All right, so our garlic, I'm going to use our garlic press because that's just my ultimate favorite. I will show you the garlic and ginger slicer though. And that great big head of garlic, it just pushes it right through. There we go, just like that. Take the end of your tool and just slide it right off there. So, you see you've got it stuck down in there. If I want to get that out, I take the other end of the tool, line up, press, and it pushes all that up out of those holes, and then I can scrape it right out. That too, that outer layer of that skin sometimes is tough with the larger heads of garlic. So I would take that out and then go ahead and just pop that in with my veggie scraps. Garlic is so yummy. And do the second one. Like I said, with these, because the heads of garlic are they're thicker, the skins are thicker with this homegrown garlic, I do like to peel it. I just mashed that quite nicely. Otherwise, I could just leave it on like this. Some of the store-bought stuff, the skins are really super, super paper thin. So, there we go. Get that off of there. I'm going to do the other one. Pop that in. Get that. Ta-da. Push that through. Make sure everything is all nice and loose on the inside. And pull it all out. That skin. Oh, it's popping. Smelling that onion and that red pepper. Yummo. All right, set that aside. And give that another quick stir. I add just a little bit of water. garlic has so much sugar. Has anybody ever roasted a whole head of garlic? It's like nature's candy. It's so good after you've roasted it, and everything just caramelizes inside. It's so yummy. You can just cut the top off and just squeeze it right into your dish. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna hands a quick rinse. All right. Okay, so the onions are just getting translucent, so I think I can go ahead and pop in the garlic. We want this to really start cooking and breaking down. We don't want it so sharp when we get to our meal. You know, once you've got everything else cooked and then you've got this partially cooked hunk of onion or garlic or whatever, it just kind of is not as appetizing. Everything should be cooked about the same density. So we got that mixed in, and the garlic does have a much lower burn point. Okay, so mushrooms. Let's talk mushrooms. We're going to go ahead and cut these mushrooms up, and I'm going to use my quick slice. I'm not going to use all of them, but I'm going to use quite a few. So I'm going to take my quick slice. This is another one. I love using this one for mushrooms. I've used it for softer veggies. You can use it for sweet peppers, green peppers, mushrooms, carrots, and things like that. You really don't want to, because those are too hard for the blades. It doesn't work quite as well. Would you just, yeah, that should be good. Rock it back and forth, and there you go. Easy peasy. And the other thing I like about this, it's completely dishwasher safe. Both pieces right in the top rack of the dishwasher. And easy peasy. No difficult cleanup. So now we're going to add the mushrooms in there, and we're going to let those sweat a little bit. I'm going to add the broccoli in just a couple minutes. I don't want to add it too soon because I don't want it to be really super mushy. I'm going to get these mushrooms in here, and I always spill something. Never fails. I'll let that cook. Now, this recipe also calls for not just the sausage. Oh, I need my quick slice. Goofy. Cream cheese. Neuchâtel with third less fat cream cheese. But since hubby and I don't do dairy, I'm using a plant-based cream cheese that will go in here, and that's going to give us this nice creamy sauce. Once we get everything in here. I am not doing shells. I don't have shells, so tonight we're going to do penne. Do whatever you have on hand. If it's elbows, or if it's ziti, or or a caddy, whatever you have on hand, go ahead and use that. Oh my goodness, this is yummy, guys. This is really yummy. And I love the Rockcrock simply because you can take it from the stovetop, put it in the oven. It's actually grill safe. You can take this and you can put this on your grill, and it's safe up to 700 degrees. Isn't that the bomb diggity? So seriously, it's so versatile. We actually, the stone, the Rockcrock platter, if you will, stone, it's like the pizza stones, but it's the same material as the Rockcrock. You can freeze that in your freezer, and you can actually do like personalized ice creams. Taking your ice cream liquid mix, pour it on that frozen stone, it freezes, and you can use your little spatula to make your little curls and special flavors and mix it all up right there. It's so awesome. You can at least if you do it quick, you can get a couple of rounds out of it. All right, so that's coming across nicely. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and slice up our Italian sausage. I have, like I said, this is not real sausage, faux sausage. This is our vegan sausage. So I'm gonna put these on here. I've just cut them in half lengthwise, and I'm just gonna rock back and forth. See if it'll cut through it. I don't know if it will. I haven't tried this one yet because these are a little bit firm. There we go. Just rock back and forth. And there we go. Beautiful. We're going to pop those in. Those mushrooms are releasing their liquid nicely. Oop. Told you guys, I always drop something. And there's going to be somewhere in here I'm going to probably miss an ingredient. I should do that. I should put the recipe out and let you guys kind of keep tabs on me, and then give me a shout out when I miss an ingredient. There we go. Hot diggity. Actually, I don't think I'm going to need those other two. I think that's going to be plenty. All right. And mushroom in there. All right. Put my water back on there. Oh, I wish y'all had smell-o-vision. I really do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our broccoli in. So it's about 2-ish cups. It also calls for 1.5 cups of low sodium chicken broth, but I'm using veggie broth. So we're going to add that in. I'm also going to add in, let me get these out of the way, my marinara. This is 1.5 cups of marinara. Add that. You can use whatever kind you want. If you like chunky, whatever works for you, and that's fine. Now we're also going to add in the pasta. It's not going to take this whole bag. You can do, if you like homemade pasta, make your pasta homemade. That's fine. I just happen to have this on hand. I don't have the attachments to make penne or shells or things like that. So I'm going to use about half of this. This is quite a bit. And it's going to absorb a lot of that liquid. It's a little more than half. Oops. I may have to add more water. It's like, you know, it's that whole ancestors thing. I don't know if you've seen that meme. It's so funny. So I don't measure spices. I just add them in until I hear the voices of my ancestors tell me that's enough, dear. All right, so we've got all that in there. We're going to make sure that the pasta is kind of down in that liquid. And we're going to put the lid on it. And we're going to let it cook for about 20 minutes. Easy peasy, all right? So let me get some of this stuff out of the way. And, oh, cream cheese. I forgot the cream cheese. So we want to add that at Yep, gotta add that in. Totally forgot that. Or do I, Ned? Ooh, wait. Nope, that's later. Okay, we got this. Getting my recipes next up in my head. Okay, get this out of the way. Get some of this stuff cleaned up because we are going to use that cream cheese for another dish. Oh, there's our holder. Turn that just a tad. Let's get this out of the way. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, I'm get another mat. Get our Parmesan cheese that's going to go on, our faux Parmesan cheese that's going to go on the top of that later. I have seen this thing all over Facebook and seen videos for, it's basic toast, cream cheese, strawberries, and honey. So that's what hubby and I are going to have for dessert tonight because we've already had our supper. This is going to be for supper this weekend. So I'm going to take a little bit of that cream cheese sauce. And, oh yes. So I'm going to put this on some of our sourdough. And basically, you broil it or toast it. And that cream cheese kind of, and you can use different cheeses. I've seen it with different cheeses. What was it they were using? Somebody else used brie, which would be amazing. If you like, you know, there's vegan brie out there, absolutely vegan brie. We try not to do it very often just because it's still uber processed and it's still a lot of fat and oil. So this is a treat. I'm going to do 2 of them up and we'll probably just leave one and reheat tomorrow. So we've got that. Now it's time. We need to cut up the strawberries. And I'm going to use my cup slicer for that. This is the cutest thing ever. When this came out, it was so popular. It flew off of the shelf. Like literally out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. Just as fast as you can possibly imagine. Some of these are a little bit big. I'm going to do probably a few more. There we go. Maybe one more. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so the really cool thing about this is that the base has got the elevated, you know, ridges here. So when you're done cutting, you pop it back on and it pops everything up out of the blades. So much like the quick slice, similar concept. So got your strawberries. That one's a little bit big. I may have to cut that one in half. We got our strawberries out here. Now think about slicing strawberries. And take your knife and you can slice, 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 slice every single strawberry. Or you can pop it on there. Like that. So literally all of those berries I just sliced in seconds. Seconds. It is the bomb diggity and it's safe enough kids can use it. So we're gonna lay these right on top of our toast. Oh, strawberries and cream. It just makes me think of strawberries and cream or strawberries and cream cheese on a bagel. Well, strawberries and cream cheese on a sourdough bread. So homemade sourdough. There we go. Get our little bits in here, fill in the gaps. We want to use all that yummy strawberry. All right, there we go. Now, I'm going to drizzle those with just a little bit of honey. This is honey that our bees. Hubby and I are beekeepers. So this is some of our honey from our bees. So I just want to drizzle a little bit and then we're going to pop it in the air fryer just for a few minutes, just enough to really start to caramelize that honey and heat that cream cheese up a little bit. There we go. Guys, I really wish you had smell-o-vision because this stuff is smelling amazing. Just a little drizzle. Now, the other thing that you would normally put on this, and I don't have any right now, is fresh basil leaves. I know, you think it's crazy, strawberries and basil. It goes together amazingly. I have a recipe for a strawberry basil galette that I just love. And totally should have made that one. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, absolutely. The strawberries, it's just like the basil gives it a nice kind of a clean, fresh taste to the palate. You know, you taste the basil, but you taste the strawberries, and neither one of them really overpower the other. It's just absolutely amazing. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in the air fryer just for about 2 minutes, maybe. Popping that right onto air fry versus bake or toast. Now the deluxe air fryer. Did you see the new air fryer oven. OM to the G. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. It is actually not available until tomorrow. So, and it's for hosts only. So Michelle, if she so chooses, she could certainly pop that in her cart tomorrow, and it would be available for her only. Everybody else will have to wait a little bit longer, but it is the bomb dating. So you've got 2 compartments on it. One's a toaster oven, and the other is the air fryer. Now, the really cool thing is there's 2 doors, or you can select to have them open simultaneously as a single unit. And it has a sync cycle so that you can synchronize the top and the bottom oven to finish at the same time. No more having to figure it out. You set your time and then hit the sync button and whoop, it does it for you. It's the coolest thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, this smells so good. Now when this is done and that pasta is cooked, literally this takes a, of course, if I did this without talking, it would probably take a lot less time. But it's 30 minutes or less. It's on our website. If you go right to Michelle's private shopping link, you can click the banner on the Facebook page for her party. Click the banner, and in the description, as soon as you click on that picture, it opens it up into anything. You may have to scroll up or down to see it. But there's the link for her shopping link. You can click on that. You can go right to the shopping page. From there, you can click on recipes, blog, and you can actually go see all these recipes right online. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, we're going to do another minute. Just one more. It's already starting to get nice and melty, but I want that honey to start to sizzle just a little bit. I have my mess catcher in the bottom of my air fryer. This is my deluxe air fryer, the old one. And I do have the mess catcher in the bottom, so if the honey or the cheese drips, that's fine, because that mess catcher is going to catch all that, and it's going to be an easy cleanup anyway, no matter what. All right, so there is one other thing that I wanted to show you tonight. Turn the heat up on that water a little bit. I didn't used to drink tea. Now I drink tea off and on. I like my coffee once in a while. I have maybe a cup a day, but I don't drink a whole lot. But I love herbal teas, and I love Earl Grey. There's one that I believe it's 20 says. It's Lady Grey, and it's a little bit softer, a little gentler. Not quite as much bergamot, but it's still there, and it's so yummy. Well, we have a really cool little gadget. It is a tea steeper and dispenser, and it is so cute and so cool. Let me grab that. Oh, there we go. Got the water hot. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. Here we go. So they just started to really caramelize nicely. I'm going to get this. We're going to put this right here. So yummy. And the water is hot. I love these little things. But I'm excited to try the oven gloves. Yeah, if you saw that in the new products, the oven gloves. They're not as bulky as the oven mitts were. The silicone oven mitts are great, but they're really kind of bulky. So our tea steeper and dispenser, actually, you can use that either with bag tea or loose leaf tea, either one. Now, the great thing is, it comes with a little catch tray. It's so cool. So you set it right on there. You don't have to worry about it. Make sure I have it right side up here. You don't have to worry about it leaking out onto your table or to your countertop or what have you. So I've got my boiling water. I'm going to go ahead and pop that in there. Hey, stop that. I'm going to grab that. There's a little filter right in the bottom. so it keeps your tea from going down into your cup. It's a very, very fine mesh filter. So it's gonna sit there, and you can steep your tea, and several ounces. I mean, you can do a mug, a full mug, or a cup, whatever is your preference. So I made that one a little bit light. I'm gonna leave it set and let it steep for a couple of minutes, and then dispense your tea right into your cup. So when you're ready, you're just gonna set the dispenser right on top of your cup, and as soon as you do, it's gonna release your tea right into the cup, just as pretty as you please. It's the coolest thing. I was really surprised when I saw it. I've seen hints of other companies have something similar, but it didn't quite have all the features. I love it. It's still dishwasher safe. So almost everything that Pampered Chef has these days is dishwasher safe. There are some things that are hand washer safe, or that are preferred hand wash. Now, stoneware, if you've looked at our new stoneware, if you have any of our new stoneware, you notice on the bottom of it, it's got a nice cool wavy pattern to it that's different than our old stoneware. That's so you could tell it apart from the old stoneware. The old stoneware, you could not broil, you could not preheat, you could not put it in the sink with dish soap or in the dishwasher. The new stoneware, you certainly can. It's made of a stone fusion composite, all made right here in the United States. So it's a natural product. It actually holds up to broiling, to preheating, and actually the dishwasher, you can put it in the dishwasher and it doesn't hurt it. It doesn't get into the pores, so you're not gonna taste soap. You know, like the old stoneware, if you scrubbed it with soap, it would smell like soap for quite a while, and it would still impart that flavor on food. The new stoneware doesn't do that. So you could actually do a little bit more with the new stoneware than you can the older stuff. Still have some really old stoneware, if you see right back there. Yeah, my very first pizza stone. Okay. So, you know when we say the darker it looks, the better it cooks? We're not kidding. We're absolutely not kidding. This is the coolest thing. This I got in, I think, 93. Little number right there. Yep, 1993. That's nothing sticks to this. Nothing. But I can't preheat this one. I cannot put it in the oven and preheat it and then make one of my awesome pizzas on it. So to pizza goes the new stoneware, because I can preheat that. And then I use our amazing pizza peel. And if you don't have a pizza peel, you need a pizza peel, whether it's wood or whether it's metal. Regardless, get yourself a pizza peel. It makes homemade pizza so much easier. You preheat that new stone, that new pizza stone, and it just, the crust is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. So do me a favor, in the comments, if you have any of our stoneware, show us how dark your stoneware is, all right? Put it in the comments below. I want to see. All right, get this one back over here. All right, I'm gonna take a peek at our pasta dish here. It's bubbling pretty good, and I really don't want it to stick. Oh my gosh, people, that smells so good. So very yummy. I take, this is our new silicone utensil set. Absolutely love it. I am going to add a little bit more water to this. So like I said, the pasta is really going to suck it up, and I did add a little bit more stuff than I intended, a little more pasta than I intended. So I'm going to top that off just a tad. So I want to make sure that that pasta is cooked properly, that all of it is cooked the same. We'll give it a little stir. We don't want it to stick on the bottom. So let's just give it a little stir. And we're gonna pop it back in there. Now, this too, and I did, talking with some of my sister consultants, consultants. You can actually put that in the multi-cooker and cook it on a slow cook, or you could put it in the Rockcrock with a slow cooker stand, and you can make it while you're at work. So it's really great. You can put everything in there, saute your veggies and stuff. If you're using the multi-cooker, you can saute your veggies and stuff right in there and then switch it to slow cook mode, put everything else in, and walk away and let her rip. And then you don't have to stand there. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to stir it. It's all good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dispense my tea. It's just about where I like it. I don't like it really super, super dark. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to set it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's get it down here a little bit. I'm going to set this right on top of my cup, and the weight of it opens it up and dispenses right into my cup. And that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now I open and set this aside. Hot, hot, hot. And you see that little filter right in the bottom, right there. It's a nice, super, super fine mesh, and keeps even your loose leaf tea from going right down into your cup. And then we have a nice hot cup of tea. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to turn that down just a tad. And that is where we are for the night. That's so easy. We've got just about 35 minutes, I guess, total talking and playing time. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can comment in the party. Make sure that you tag me with my actual name, though, Leilani Ross Bush, because otherwise Facebook doesn't tell me. It doesn't give me the notification, and I may not be on all the time, or I may be in another party, or I may be helping other customers with in other, on my VIP page or whatnot. Also, everybody that attends Michelle's party, and Michelle, of course, you're all invited to my VIP page. I'll put the link in the comments below. That's where you get all the details. My VIPs, they get all the deets before anybody else does. So as soon as I find out about things and I can release it, I put it right there in my VIP page. Recipes, we have all kinds of goodies that we give away. There's all kinds of stuff going on there. So I hope you all are having a great time. If you have any questions, please ask away. Also, don't forget, go check out those bargains, the things that are leaving the catalog. It kind of makes me sad. Some of them are some of my favorites. So anywho, but there's more good to come. The new catalog starts tomorrow. So as of tomorrow, you'll see all of the new products on the shopping link, and you can check them out there. All right, guys, have a great one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.